see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse-eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Hello everyone. Off stream I have been doing some catching up on things and I will show you an interesting little aspect of my quest log. There are 2 sections missing because I've cleared them out entirely. Not the secondary quests, because I don't really do the fist fighting, the Gwent, or the horse race thing. So, like, I have a bunch of quests on that, but there's no other secondary quests besides horse races, fist fighting, and Gwent. The Witcher contract section is completely empty, and the treasure hunt section is completely empty. So I've caught up completely on those.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Alright, so we are in Oxenford. So the quest we are working on now is Open Sesame. So we have to go to the Borsodi auction house because one of the last time we saw is Olgierd wants us to bring him the House of Borsodi. The other one is to show his brother the time of his life, and his brother, Vladimir, as we learned, is dead and has been some time. So, hence Dead Man's Party. The Brasodi auction house, I vaguely remember, involves an auction, and it's kind of almost a party atmosphere, hence the name of the stream today. So let's go over to the Brasodi auction house.
To stick something else out.
This the Brasodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternizing with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting, and this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier?
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Besodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX, also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Oh, I kind of like the Vimy now.
Back at the barracks.
Sut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Appreciate the help.
Twas nowt. Always had a mind to see into old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah! Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Nieuw and Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Huh. Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye, and I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his head during the auction, I'll introduce you to Ian.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only ever clicked on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
White gold.
I wonder if that's
mottled
Yen's
pearl
unicorn.
with Topaz insects.
This one probably also belonged to Sorceress. Fetish, maybe.
Harky silk trimmed with amethyst beads.
Beautiful. But first blow would shatter
price
them.
of 2,000 crowns. Just again. That may
Codex Redaniensis. Sole surviving copy.
I have to look at all this stuff because it's fascinating from a lore perspective.
From the collection of the Mage Aramis.
Look, it's a troll skull.
A giant's. Or maybe a Jotun's.
Or a troll skull if you
Zeracanian
play
spears.
Skyrim.
Excellent adornments for any parlor wall. Good to know. Goblet of fire. Wonder what it is.
That is probably a reference to
harky silk trimmed with amethyst
Harry
beads.
Potter.
And
Wait a minute.
starting price of
Wait.
2,000 crowns.
Why? Can I go out? No. Why is my item enhancement expired? Huh.
Geralt, you thought of buying real estate. Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
Lovely sculpture. Probably end up adorning somebody's garden.
I'm gonna go up this way because the thing says to go that way.
Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Vimy, this is a banquet.
Aye? And?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad.
Like I
Let me
said,
introduce you to some of my
Geralt
most
hates
interesting
parties.
associates.
That's the description of the YouTube,
Wager you'll have
the
plenty to
YouTube
blather
event for
about with
anyone
her.
watching on Twitch or
Prick in the
Mixer.
corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing Gwent. Ah, there's Yaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs. Yaromir, might we trouble ye a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Thought you might have a blether with us. About the paintings on the block today.
Ah, sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend.
True. Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary.
What's wrong
What
with that?
about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
He's lying.
We ought to see what. Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Nobe? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem, so do tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward van der Nobe, the master from Maribor.
Let's go with the pastoral, because I have no idea actually.
The pastoral scene, I think.
Incorrect. But I suppose I might have expected your gaze to look onwards to the country. Adieu.
I actually don't know what the correct answer is, because I don't know
What
enough
a
about the lore.
jackass.
Ah, fuck him. Typical aristocrat. I've grown accustomed.
I'm liking Vimy
Funny.
more by the moment.
Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. With that ring on his finger. Shite is it fat.
Alright. We're gonna wait to talk to her, so let's talk to... What is it, someone downstairs? Yeah, it's downstairs.
I believe I'll bid on that gourmet landscape. A landscape? You detest them. Ever true?
No, it's
But
upstairs.
it's got a lovely frame.
Oh, the downstairs is the...
Your grey mane really does suit.
I don't know you, and I don't wish to.
Hats off.
That's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to... hold on a second. Let's go back.
In the meat.
Let's go back. I wanted to talk to more people.
Lot. 500. Do I? Aye. So.
Of course.
I don't like it when, like, hey, sit down.
What?
Come on. Can
Right,
we
what?
get to a point where we
Yes,
can
where?
load a save?
Doesn't.
God. Honest.
One more.
Sorry, mate.
No
Wow. This is one of the things I don't like about the way... Oh,
You're
Jesus
slow.
Christ.
Come on.
All this just to fucking load a save. Watch, and this will be the save just before all that shit. And I have to clear all that. You know what? I'm not even going to take a chance on that.
Geralt had to face Aradin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends.
I don't like it when games lock you out of the main menu due to, like, things like that. It's just, you should always be able to load a save at any point. Or exit the game at any point. What if I had to leave the house in a hurry? Do I have to fucking go through this thing of skipping cutscenes like this all over? Like, in game design, I think anything that should be sacrosanct is the main menu. Never lock out the main menu, ever, for any reason at all whatsoever.
Funny. Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. With that ring on his finger. Shite is it fat.
Okay, I don't want to talk to the Countess yet, so... Hilbert.
Albert! It's been years. Allow me to introduce yous. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
Not a bad deck, Nilfgaard, but I'll take the Northern Realms over it any day.
Ah, understood. A patriot.
You ought to know, Hilbert. Geralt here's a positively superb player.
No, I'm not.
Superb.
No.
We got a minute before the auction starts, so... Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe around?
Sorry. Another time, maybe.
It is what it is. I'm off for a nosh. By the by, watch those little black balls. Strange, them.
Ah, to spurn the caviar of the Kaviri sturgeon. They're casting pearls before swine. Come, Geralt, let's have a blether with another.
Yes, this one is an interesting one. The third one here.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignol is an eminent collector of Vitaminaica.
What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
You'll learn.
Didn't you say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Veda Maniaca, I also own a number of mirrors.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element. An antique. School of the Wolf. From 1234.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento. One of great sentimental value.
But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps she could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest, transaction fee.
Let's see what she has.
Vimy, never seen anyone so good at laying their mitts on coin that clinked within earshot. But what the hell? See if we can't make a deal.
Oh. Yeah, why not? Now what can we sell? Apparently all manner of armor. She's out of money now. Oh, that's right. I got all these because I wanted to do an enchantment and I never cleared my bags. I need to fix that at some point. What else can we sell? Why is the Echidna trophy not equipped? Why do we have a Griffin trophy equipped? Alright, sold some stuff.
Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic. Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes...
You know, the funny thing about that is cats actually can't see in as much detail as humans can. They can see better in the dark, they can see movement better, but they actually can't see as much detail because cats don't have cones. Cones are what allow us humans to see in color, and we can see in a lot of detail because we have a lot of cones near the center of our vision. Like, the resolution of our sight is much better than a cat's.
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
These contemporaries, I simply don't understand their art.
So I guess that's how you got the Viper armor. I know where to get the Viper weapons. It's from the last quest of the expansion. Alright.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking? You
know, I wonder if it's possible to delay the finding Ciri until you're able to get to this point in the thing and talk to her and Vesemir is still alive. I think it might be interesting.
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenford. A fleder, I believe. A contract was issued,
Fleder would be a type of,
notice posted,
vampire.
and a witcher appeared. Vesemir, of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited, under the cover of night.
Interesting, because she's not a sorceress.
On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly, he left behind his gambeson.
Ah, the first piece. The start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
Afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me. Did he at least die like a witcher?
No. He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
This is the reason why I wanted to talk to her. I think that's an interesting little tidbit of story. Now let's go sit down.
Esteemed ladies, honorable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
Vimy, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horse Bosodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid?
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a stab.
Ha! I knew the bug'd get you.
Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumor has it the figure harbors a treasure inside. A rumor one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself. Starting price? Quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any advance? With Master Hilbert at 100. To Countess Mignol, now at 150. Do I hear 200? Might I have an advance? Going once? Twice? Going thrice? The Honourable Yaramir enters a bid of 300. Any advance on 3? 300 going. Countess Mignol at 350. Going once? Twice? Lot number 1, the mysterious brass figurine, sold to Countess Mignol. Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a bargain.
That's not a reference to
20
anything.
crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns. It's practically naught.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, the gentleman with the cat eyes. At 20. Do I hear 30? 20 going once? Going twice? Going thrice? Sold! Van Roe's Starry Night over the Pontar to the gentleman with the cat eyes. Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's teeth. Spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny dexterous hands of the gnome masters. Once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor.
That's interesting. The Professor was one of the villains of the first one.
Anyone tempted? Gwent Maestro Hilbert offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaromir Ivanovich Zaitsev. Going once? Twice?
Yeah, I want that, just because.
Incredible! With the white-haired gentleman now, good folk, at 350 crowns. A generous offer indeed. Any advance? 350 going once? Going twice? Sold! Invaluable spectacles to the white-haired gentleman. Exceedingly glad they'll be useful. May they serve you well, sir. Oh, the excitement.
That's mostly for a lore
With
thing,
the
because
3
the
lots
Professor
behind
was
us,
an
we'll
enemy
go
in
to
the
an
first
intermission.
game.
Amenities abound. Please partake. We'll resume shortly.
I wonder if Basordi, his interactions are based on whether or not you buy things.
Oh, Geralt, look! Horst Basudi! Come on, before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome.
It just throws the apple across the room. Why not?
Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia, who
comes uninvited.
Forgot my manners. Forgive me. The teaching at Kaer Morhen, well, etiquette wasn't high on the list. Scandalous.
That's plain to see.
got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
Right. Let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilian Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Where?
From Olgierd von Everek. Name mean anything to you?
It does. Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hamelfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
I don't recall giving you a choice in the matter. Kick his swiving mutated ass out.
Your swords, Master. Law says we're to return them. Law don't say when, though. So we'll do it, aye. Just after we beat the singing shite out of the honorable gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Gathering place for the elite, truly. Come on, lads. Let's loosen our muscles a bit.
Your mum smells of gooseberries!
Law says if you see someone hurt, you should summon a medic. Law doesn't say how fast, though, so you can sit tight a while.
What a smartass. I love Geralt.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a Witcher brings gold.
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
How do you know I was looking for the house?
I was at the auction. Disguised, of course. That argument on the topic was hard to miss.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault. And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the kindness of his heart.
A heist. Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist lives near Oxenford. Ask for some yarrow extract. He'll know why you've come.
If this is a trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope.
Let's go enhance our items because for some reason.
Eternal fire walk with you.
There we go.
Excuse me.
Everyone to me!
If you're wondering why I'm doing that, I've replaced this with a an enchantment where the grindstone, the table and grindstone never expire. So I'll always have the bonus. I believe, I'm not positive on this, but I believe the damage bonus from the grindstone is more than 3 attack power sockets. I can find out at some point. But right now I need to go find a stash before I go to the herbalist's house. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Novigrad, go deposit stuff to a stash, and sell a bunch of crap. Let's go to the Gate of the Hierarch.
Wonderful. Should have stayed in the forest without leaving. At least we died.
All right.
Quite.
Ah! Hey, watch it.
Seeing that is driving me nuts, even though I know what it is. I'm just gonna go sell it at some point.
Trouble?
What do you seek, pain giver?
Greetings, Ivier.
Greetings, Geralt.
Listen, would you craft something for me?
Let's repair our crap. And sell some crap. Because he always has tons of gold, so... Oh wow, I cleared him out. Oh, what can we buy? What does he have? He has one of those? Yeah, we'll take one of those. Let's buy one of those then. Let's buy those two. Okay, 1611 and 1741. A lot of gold to part with. I wonder if they dismantle into something good. No, nothing really of note. Nothing really of note there. Do you have an amateur's armor repair kit? No. You know what? I'm going to need a lot of this in the future, so let's just do that. 1741. Diamond iridium ore, always useful. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, let's find a generic merchant to sell the rest of this crap to.
So long.
I'm curious whether or not Vimy will say something. No, I don't think this is the way I wanted to go. Yeah, the arch is heading up that way. But not there.
Rain again. Damn mages.
Move it!
Damn it, I'll be late.
Welcome.
What have you got there?
I only keep the 80 vitality food and water. Water is used to craft armor repair kits. Why, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Right? Hey, our inventory is down to like 30 or so.
How can I beat?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate
Decent
than
amount of
not
coin,
found
too.
anywhere in the city.
400 crowns. That's not too bad.
We get a bonus for working in piss poor weather.
So let's go to the herbalist house now. I believe I have my inventory all sorted out. I don't, because I have to put those runestones back in the stash. I wonder what my stats are like. We're at almost 5,000 DPS for the silver store, and and over 3,700 without any decoctions or anything like that.
The eternal fire protects us, but the witch is sure anti-magic.
We'll see when I get into a point where I'm expecting to go into combat.
No discounts, no credit.
Alright, now let's go back this way. Was it this way? No, it's not this way. It's this way.
Why you can't take you all?
I serve the eternal fire.
I've already been here. There was a quest I had to talk to him for.
Open the door with you. File 2, and we'll talk your... What's this one want? A good cruising, looks like. That team's for this.
You'll never learn. Busy spot. Lots to do.
Huh. That was rather efficient.
That all you got to say? I saved your life.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
We?
Aye, aren't we precise? You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not, hmm?
Know any advanced formulae? Maybe something you could teach me?
All I know, I learned from Master Gremist of Skellige. Looking to apprentice yourself in the herbalist trade?
Nah, I just want to learn something new.
Call it what you will. You must sail across the Great Sea, find the Isle of Ard Skellig. There, in the sacred grove, the learned Master Gremist will judge whether you're fit to be his pupil.
Wouldn't happen to have some yarrow extract?
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
You've come. Good.
Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist. We break in, each take what we need, then go our own ways.
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? 'Cause I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
I'm aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in? Or are you not?
Before we go any further, you even know what Max Borsodi's house is?
I know it's in the vault.
Didn't answer my question.
Neither of you. Willing to help with the heist, or not?
The vault. What's in there for you?
Something that was stolen from me.
Ought I go to the City Watch, tell them a crime's been committed, not organize a heist?
I've tried. Repeatedly.
I see. Cheated by the system, wronged by the world. Doesn't matter. What did they take?
List to take a good while. So I'd rather change the subject. You in or not?
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. This one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar, crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
Not all bad, except sounds like a lot of work for two.
I'm fully aware of that. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker or a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we've to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
Don't really have any other options. So be it, I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him
I
to
was just
spy
gonna
the
say,
soldiers'
laxative.
nose with something to keep some of them bedridden. 1 in 2, let's say. Wouldn't want to raise suspicions.
1 and 2 is
Formula
a
for
lot,
potion
actually.
that might do the trick.
Then, see? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook, then convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
All right, opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Casimir Bassi, native of Mahakam, a specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Bolt door for him should be a cinch. The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Alness. Might plain turn us down.
Any options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angrin, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary.
I know the man. Slew an archgriffin for him. Mean fiend, pretty much.
Hans or the beast?
Both, actually. So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think about it.
I think I picked the safecracker on my first one.
Them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
And I think the safecracker's the best bet because you want to do it quietly.
My favorite
so.
Eveline Gallo, a circus artist known better as the Ermine. Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities, rhythmic gymnastics, time walking.
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troops taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect match. Highly doubt that's a coincidence. But if she's reluctant, with another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty, a halfling.
Think he's fit? Pudgy face. Doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked the gold-plated cot from the roof of the town hall in Novigrad. So, the half-man's in the climber. Word has it he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
Apparently this guy's from New England.
All right, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then we'll bugger horsed up, down and sideways, all together.
Alright. So for the safecracker, I think I did Quinto the first time, so Casimir, the one I want to do. And I think I tried Casimir my first time and failed. So, let me look at the map and see if I remember. Yeah, that's Quinto. That was the one I did, so... Safecracker is where we want to go. So we want to go to Alness.
Come on, Roach.
So... Apparently I've already been there. Before I do this, I'm going to find out what the right dialogue options are because I picked the wrong dialogue options on this one. what's his name? Casimir? Casimir. Alright, so now that I've figured out what to do.
Master Casimir, toss aside the torch, it guards!
Ah! Piss off then! Fuck off! You'll not tell me what to do!
What's going on here?
Ain't it plain? Master Casimir sat upon his roof. Claims he'll blow himself to bits. Bought the wench pearls, silks, satins, and how the fuck she repaid me? Made me a heat banger, cuckold!
Huh. A falling out in the family?
Aye. His Euphemia, she were fine. Pretty as a picture, you might say. And 5 bairns they has.
On the short side, but so well mannered. Always bow, ask after your health. Not at all grumpy like the Elderman's laddies.
Till the day Euphemia bundled up her belongings and their bairns, tossed 'em all on a wagon. And that's all we've seen of her.
Master Casimir's been pure yampy since. Bawling, whinging, now this.
Ah, this'll be one for the ploughing annals. Going out with a bang! When this fucking blows, they'll see the fires in Novigrad!
I'll try to talk some sense into him.
And if he should grow angered?
The wench demanded a canopied bed and got it. Silver tableware, she said. Got that too. Lacking nothing, not a thing. What the fuck else was I to give her?
Doubt he can grow any angrier.
Hail Military, our hallowed mother, keep us from evil. What kind of knob you got? Likely come to poke my Euphemia, eh? Well, you're late. She's gone.
No, I just...
Postmaster said the same. Denied it all. Swore on the balls of his gods. And the Egypt I am, I believed the bugger. 3 years they bumped about under my nose.
How's it going?
Then ran off. My granda told it right. Not a bloke out there doesn't want to get between a dwarf wench's trotters.
Get down, now.
What? Oh. Coming. I'm coming. So, what is it you wanted?
Want you to open a door, permanently, so it won't close again.
I see. And what might you find on the other side of this door?
A reward. Big one, to be split. Enough for everyone.
If it'd come a week past, I'd have sent you the fuck away. But now I've nothing to lose. What's it I'm to do?
Hut of the herbalist who lives near Oxenfurt. Go there and ask for yarrow extract. Learn all you need to know. Clear?
As a Mahakaman Highland Stream. See ya!
Alright, so... which one is which? I think Hugo Hoff is the one that I wanted because Eveline Gallo is the one I picked on my first playthrough.
the fatherland.
I'm gonna save real quick, in case I don't choose the right dialogue options.
Hey, anyone in there? Blood. This does not look good. Blood. Someone knocked their head on this beam. Open cut.
What's an oddity like that doing here?
Bare feet. Fresh prints.
The witch hunters defend us from monsters.
Long live, etc., etc.
You heard? He finally met his match. Some cutthroat a Witcher, I think, gave Junior his due.
So,
Greeks here.
nothing to
Time
cheer
I went
about
back to
as I
sea.
see things.
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
Whoa!
Looks like Hugo ran into trouble. Gotta find him fast. Shit.
Okay.
Hugo's sleeping with a fish. No two-way.
Okay, let me see how to do that. Hey, Epiphany. I think this happened the first time I played through. I didn't. I failed on this one. I don't know how to actually do it. Okay, you can't. So you have to do Eveline. Okay.
Gotta find Eveline.
Okay, so that's supposed to happen that way every time. Alright, that's good to know. I really like the water in this game.
Have we not met before?
Viva Radovid!
Stay out of my way.
Slap a new rice tits, you're a bigger rat picker than me.
Alright. So, Epiphany, did you watch the stream from the beginning, or you want me to give you a synopsis of what's going on?
Go, go.
The minute we're in trouble, you make me responsible for getting us out. As in Maribor. Remember Maribor?
Dove, please don't change the subject.
Mind if I do?
That depends. Who might you be?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. You Eveline Gallo, the Ermine.
Only to friends.
Calm down, Merrin. No need to puff up.
Alright.
And you?
Well,
What do you
I'll
want?
give you the synopsis after this dialogue is done.
Rather talk eye to eye.
Eveline conceals nothing from me, and...
And you were to help set up the benches. Immediately.
But...
Very well. Once again, what do you want?
Got a job for you.
Truly? Of what nature?
Anonymous performance. No audience. At a certain auction house. Pays as much as you can carry.
You've none of a Fink's features. But you see, I've a problem.
All right, out with it. What's this problem?
See, we were to do a show. The tickets have all sold. Alas, our friend and colleague, Hawkeye Van, well, he's gone blind. Drank some hooch from a questionable source. A sad story, but not the point.
That's pretty questionable if it makes you blind.
The crowd awaits, so either we find a replacement for him, or we shall have to return the coin. All good and fine. Why not spent it already?
I think I know where this is going.
And I shall get straight to the point. Stand in for Van, and I shall help you.
What do I have to do? Jump through some flaming hoops?
No. Shoot your crossbow, hit a target.
Not a bad shot with my crossbow. Why not? I'm in.
Splendid. So, shall we begin? Folk have grown nervous.
What? Mean now? No rehearsals?
What's there to rehearse? You're to shoot and hit a target.
All right. Do or die. Let's begin.
That I like. A man who boldly dares, damn the risks. Come! And now, good folk, the highlight
I forgot how long the
of our
cutscenes are.
program.
I'll get that
Standing before you,
synopsis for you in a
Geralt
moment.
of Rivia, victor of marksmanship contest in Angren, Dol Blathana, and Lobindon.
Wow, prime!
What? But I...
Shh, Geralt, grab your crossbow and get to work.
Alright. So here's what's happened so far. If you watch the last stream, you'll see at the end of it, you are to be a proxy to help Gaunter O'Dim fulfill 3 tasks for Olgierd von Everick at the end. And the first 2 he wanted you to get the House of Maximilian Borsodi as one, and the second one he wanted you to do was to show his brother the time of his life. His brother's dead being a difficult one, and the other one is how do you transport a house. So the first thing we had to do when we started the stream, we had to go to an auction house, the Borsodi auction house. We got in there, we mentioned the house and Olgierd to Horst Borsodi. Didn't like it, he threw you out, so you had to find another way to get the house, which is in a vault. So as you were thrown out, a shady figure in a hood made a proposal to you to do a heist, so you had to meet, and now we're recruiting characters for this heist. The dwarf was a demolition expert who's to blow open the safe. You could also choose a safe, a lockpick, a safe cracker. He's who I chose on my last playthrough, so I picked the demolitionist this time. And what she does is she climbs up to a window to get you into the building through the attic. So what you do is, the goal is to get the House of Borsodi. Once we get the House of Borsodi, the next thing will be to show Olgierd's brother the time of his life, and that's a really fun quest. He possesses Geralt, and just basically you do this wedding reception being possessed by his Olgierd's dead brother. It's pretty amusing.
Are you cross-eyed or what?
Not a problem.
We end with an audacious
Might want to watch the
feat
previous
by
stream to
Geralt
see
of
how it
Rivia.
all got to this
We
point,
thank
though.
you for attending and hope to see you soon.
It's a shame that man didn't shoot the elf. That would have been brilliant.
You know, I doubted I'd emerge from that ordeal in one piece. Fine work, Geralt.
Wonder what happens if you do shoot him.
Well, one performance down. What of the next?
Herbalist has a hut near here. Ring a bell? Go see him and ask for some yarrow extract.
I'm gonna save this and go back and actually shoot the elf and see what happens. Just to see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
I wonder if you just shoot him, everyone will attack you and kill you. Because you kind of have to get through that section to, it's one of those things you have to do to progress. I wonder if that's what happens. Either way, it'd be interesting to find out. I never thought to try that on my first playthrough. Probably because morally I just don't like the idea of killing someone who's like an innocent, as it were. No. We're trying to go ride the horsey.
The minute we're in trouble,
Mind it.
that depends.
Geralt.
Only to
Calm down.
Rather.
And you... very well.
Got it.
True.
Pay.
Hmm.
Let me guess. There's a monster needs killing.
Somewhere, so... See? Then I should...
What do I-
No.
Not a badge. What?
What's that?
All right.
That. And now, good for...
What?
The apple!
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, singular feat, we bring our performance to a close.
I guess it doesn't
See you
change
all
the result.
soon.
Gonna live?
Yes, I shall live. Out of my sight, imbecile.
Sorry. Told you I'm not a bad shot, not a perfect one.
Oh, don't fret. Van would miss occasionally too. I shall patch Merrin up. Well, one performance down. What of the next?
I'm not gonna bother
Herbalist,
reloading the save
there's
since
a
it's
hut near
pretty
here.
much the
Ring a
same.
bell? Go see him
Although,
and ask for some yarrow extract.
sometimes little things like that can have an effect later on down the road, so I think I'm actually going to reload the save because I'm not sure if that's going to have an impact later on. You just never know with this game when like mistakes like that might actually, you know, have deeper
Geralt
consequences.
had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends.
It was kind of anticlimactic
Wild
though.
Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Alright, so I think we go back to the herbalist at this point. I don't think I'm going to be doing the I don't think I'm going to be doing the other quests, the other
My dad doesn't like us very much.
the other things. So
Killer prowls the city, but you're not scared, are you?
so I'll probably do that on another stream, maybe tomorrow night, because Tuesday I will be occupied playing Far Cry 5. Don't I already have the cleansing mixture? I might not. Oh, let's look at our thing. We don't have any. That's right, you can't do it while you're on a horse. I need another greater red. For PlayStation, you have a PlayStation, right? A PS4? I was gonna say, if you got it on Steam, we could do like campaign co-op, because I won't be getting the PlayStation version. But let's do this till day. Not much, Quark. What's up with you?
Everyone to me! To me! Hey!
What do you have to say?
Life's wet enough in the gutter.
How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered.
Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests apparently.
But to pay
I do.
hard coin to enter the army. Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook. What do you have to say?
That horse score solely. You got a daughter?
Why do you ask?
Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the Besodis.
Why?
This game does look good in 4K, but I don't have the PC muscle to be able to get 60 frames per second.
Interesting.
I get around 30 in 4K. I tried limiting the frame rate to 30 to see how the game plays. I lasted about 10 seconds. Couldn't do it.
What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper the day.
That true? Who told you?
No one. No one. Came through the western gate the morn. Saw Martin on the pier, rod in hand, fishing.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is.
Long
No
live,
griping about
etc.,
poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
I feel like puking after that.
If only you go a bit lighter on the garlic.
That's
Here
blasphemy.
near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Going later on the garlic is always blasphemy.
Whoa! Watch your step.
Some games I can get pretty decent playable frame rates at 4K. I believe Doom 2016, it'll drop down into the 20s at parse, but most of the time it sticks 40 to 50 at 4K with everything maxed. Older games, 4K is fine. I mean, I have a 4K monitor. I'm not using it right now. Right now, the monitor I'm using is, I have a 28-inch 4K display, but right now I'm using a 24-inch 144 Hz 1080p display.
Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison, on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
FPS games are designed around, they're designed around high frame rates because high frame rates matter a lot in those games, but like, just about any game I can't really do 30. Like, I could tell the difference like instantly between 30 and 60.
Wait for the signal.
Even games like this I have to do at 60.
Understood.
I wish I could do this at 120 because 120 feels even better yet, but I don't have the muscle to be able to get a solid, consistent 120 frames per second in Witcher 3. Most of the time it sits at around 95 to 100. So as it stands for right now for live streaming, the reason why I want a locked 120 for live streaming is due to frame pacing. The stream looks a lot smoother if you're sitting at 60 or 120 hertz or some multiple of 60. So so I actually set Witcher 3 to limit the frame rate to 60 so that it just sits at 60 all the time. I had to turn down a couple settings to make sure it stays at 60 all the time because it dips under 60 a little bit if I turn the shadows and the foliage amount up. So, oh wait, now we're gonna go to the herbalist hut. I don't know why I'm just walking, but
So long.
And mighty must be midst the unattached. I am.
There are
The
some
only for a
first-person
wee
shooter games, though, that are
Is
not
that so?
particularly well
Impossible.
optimized.
Only a
The
fool
Far
would
Cry
loosen their
games, for
hold on a
example,
mate
aren't.
like you.
Far Cry
Right.
3, I get like
Time to begin.
a 1440p. It's like 85,
heist.
90 frames per
It's no
second.
jest.
Like, I get a
So
lower
if
frame
any
rate
of
in
you
Far
has
Cry
any
3 than
doubts,
I do
isn't sure,
Doom
now's the
2016.
time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house. Its vault. That's our target. Eveline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes. Is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Casimir blows the vault door. We go in, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor, there's a rope linked to the bell in the tower. Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
And the vault? Is it secured somehow?
Even if it is, my blend of saltpeter, cordite, and fulminating silver will do the trick.
Anything else?
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
Aye, but you could.
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about masks? Got a rather recognizable mug myself.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With me own hands.
Good luck trying to kill a Witcher.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then.
I probably should have picked the other option so that I could meditate to clear my potions.
Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, 2, 1. It's clear. On your way.
Parkour! A hell of a climber, isn't she?
Ploughing city foul, shite all over again.
What? Also.
Patrol's turning round.
Move!
That was a quick 5 minutes.
Damn. Should have blown myself a bit, prick and all.
Right?
Bugger all, you said there'd be no one inside. Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Not the time, true. But we'll discuss this later. You can be sure of that.
At your service, mate. One guard could mean
Not
many
your
more.
mate, friend. I'm
You'd
not
best
your
draw
friend,
sword
pal.
now.
I'm not your pal,
No.
buddy.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Alright. Okay, we gotta loot now. Guess there's not much looting. Wait, what's this?
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too.
Wait. This is probably worth reading. Annotation: item acquired within with the rest of the Von Everest estate. Von Everick. Put up for auction. Starting price 1 crown, no bids. My love, don't give up. There's still a week till you're to wed the O'Fury. Okay, so here's what happened. Olgierd von Everick, his wife, Olgierd was a nobleman. His family ran into hard times and they lost their money. When they lost their money, his betrothed's family did not approve of the marriage, so she was set to wed an O'Fury prince. That O'Fury prince was the frog you had to kill, when you first got the contract from Olgierd. Olgierd was the one who cursed the prince for reasons of this here. So this is related to that. So this is probably worth reading because it's very important to the main storyline of the expansion. There's still a week till you're to wed the O'Fury. I'll think of something. Perhaps I'll get the coin by then. Perhaps my tears will convince your father. Perhaps the gods will hear our praise. Or if not they, perhaps some devil will. Yes, that devil's gone to Rodim. If nothing else helps, I'll crash into the temple through the window and swoop you up from the altar. We'll flee somewhere far, far away to the edge of the world where no one will find us. You write of sadness. I feel its weight too. I think of you constantly, of how we sat at the alchemy till dawn nursing a bottle of wine, and you traced our dream house in the sawdust on the floor. Of how we dangled our feet in the water from the dock, and you sang those bawdy songs and made me laugh and laugh. I kiss the medallion carrying your portrait before I fall asleep and as soon as I wake. I swear on all that is holy we shall be together. Be brave. Oh, I love you, your Ol, as in Olgierd.
It was
So-
true love.
That's kind of interesting. I did not notice that on my first playthrough, so that's kind of cool. I wonder, can we do this? Holy shit, we can. That's pretty awesome.
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Well, that's that. We're buggered.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm. Stop him! He's not to flee!
Geralt
Well,
had
that sucks.
face
I have to go
Aerodin,
back pretty far,
could
but
only hope
whatever.
To beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic. So Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own.
That was like a straight crash to desktop. No crash dialogue, no nothing like that. It was just, boom, all of a sudden I'm looking at my desktop. I don't think I've ever seen Witcher 3 crash straight to desktop like that. That's weird. Alright, let's go back. We're not going to reread it, but I'm going to pick it up so that it's in the
seems to say so too.
in all the because all the stuff you read in the game shows up in the journal. You can see it right here. Like, all these are everything you pick up in the game. You can go through and read all of it if you want. Like, absolutely everything. Which is kind of cool. I keep meaning to, I never end up doing it. So let's take our... Can you save? Yes, you can. So, I'm gonna save before we go down these stairs.
Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
That way I don't have to redo all that stuff. Hey, gameplay, how you doing?
Several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now.
Yes, but we shall...
Well, you said...
I damn well...
What the fuck? Oh, I'm not wearing my gear, that's why. I have my armor enchanted. It automatically gives me a Quen shield as soon as I start into combat. I forgot I'm not wearing that gear set, so I didn't get the Quen shield, so I took a bunch of damage.
Stop him! He's not to flee!
So much for no one dying.
Lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon, and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Good point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Radovid's coronation carriage, nothing less. Drawn by 2 snow-white mares.
Do you think this situation a jest?
Do you?
Ah! No! You're both right! This is no jest!
I want us to reach an agreement. I don't want anyone to get hurt. But you must not ask the impossible!
Second time you're turning me down. Shit negotiation tactic.
It seems negotiation's not my strong suit. Nor is it yours! Attack!
I was curious what it would look like.
The scales.
I hate fighting shielded guys
Explosion
with other
triggered
guys.
That fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
Where's Eveline?
All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
Let me save in case it crashes again. Now I'm paranoid. Ironwood trunk ornamented with brass elements, crafted by the workshops of Samson of Bonnard, a painting by Van Rohe, a pseudonym associated with the work of Lady Iris von Everett. Wow, I did not know that Van Rohe was was Olgir's wife. That's actually really cool. I never noticed that my first time playing here either. I wonder what the last wish actually says. I think that's just a synopsis of the actual short story, The Last Wish.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Wait a minute, I have the Witcher's swords now? Okay, so let's do this. And what the hell, why not? We'll do Necrophage oil, I don't think it really matters at this point. I don't have any of my Witcher armor, though. My swords are not enhanced. I guess those gear swaps really screw that up.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You old?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Stone me stupid and slap me happy.
Hey, Fatver? That how you'd pronounce it?
Think you owe us an explanation, you old Borsodi. This family reunion, what's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. Years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Horst. But it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Not about to meddle, especially not in family matters.
Then you'd have done better not to break into my vault. I fear it's too late to turn neutral. Stand with me, and I shall drape you in gold. Stand against me.
I can't remember who I went with on my first playthrough. I can't remember at all. But I think I'm going to go with Horst, because Horst is the one who's holding the cards, and I need the house for the quest, so let's go based on that. I think I went with Mule my first time anyways.
Of two evils, guess I prefer you, Horst.
What? How dare you?
Hate to be taken for a ride. Said that from the start. Should have treated it seriously.
Actually, I vaguely remember that dialogue. I think I did choose Horst my first time.
Oh, damn it!
How long you gonna make me wait?
You know, timing counterattacks is actually really hard. Especially in a dimly lit room like this. I hate fights when there's other people knocking them about. It really disrupts my rhythm. Just kill the other guys so I can fight him by myself. I do much better that way. Okay, now that was a successful counterattack. Yeah, they do. They make him bounce around. It really disrupts my rhythm because it changes like the flow of the combat. So I'll just sit here and burn him with Igni all the time. Yeah, I think I chose Horst my first time.
Even your accomplices have turned against you. But not I. A brother once, a brother always. I'm prepared to forgive you.
Is that so?
On one condition. That you acknowledge me as head of the family and bow before me.
At least Horst has been honest with Geralt the whole time.
I might have fallen prey had I not known, but I do, Yule. The bad shitting that always turns up.
Neither of them are particularly good individuals, though.
Bathe and dress him for the funeral. Something presentable. I'll not have him bring me more shame.
I don't remember this. Maybe I did choose, maybe I did choose the brother. It was so long, it was well over a year ago,
At
so I don't
last.
remember who I chose.
How I despise unfinished business.
What do you say we talk about my reward?
As I said, take whatever you please.
And as I said...
Of course. The Witcher.
I want Max Borsodi's house. Whatever it is.
You fail to understand. Scrolls, documents, the will in there. None of this can land in Olgierd's hands. Not for any price.
Any? You sure?
Yes, Witcher. I'd sooner die than let you have those papers.
Admire your courage, I do. But we need to figure something out.
How? I was clear. I'll not hand you the house.
No, said you won't hand me its contents. I don't need those papers. Casket'll do me just fine.
I see. The wolf leaves sated, yet the sheep lives on.
This wolf's pretty damn tired. So let me have the damn casket and lead us out of here.
With immense pleasure. Believe
You know, I think I think I did choose horse last time, and I picked that exact same dialogue option because it's amazing me how, like, this playthrough, because it's been so long since I played it first, I don't remember all the choices I made.
This way.
You know, aside from major
Get
ones.
out,
So I'm
Witcher.
playing a lot. I'm making a lot of the same choices I did on my first playthrough.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Can we loot? Hey, let's loot. Loot all the things.
Stay out of my way.
Hey, he had dried fish on him. It's another friggin' unicorn. What is it with unicorns in this game? A lot of good looting here. Okay, that's a little bit of grappling there for you, Geralt. I know you like being on top of unicorns, but Yennefer isn't here.
3 pounds of steel.
Honor in the fatherland.
What's in here? More loots.
Same paintings were on the block.
Yeah, but Triss didn't really have a thing for unicorns. Who knows? Maybe other sorceresses do, though. I mean, how many sorceresses has Geralt bedded? At the very least, Triss and Yen and Kira. Probably not Philippa. I don't think he and Philippa really got along. Besides, Philippa preferred women anyways.
crawl back under your rock.
Loot everything, because at the very least I can sell the stuff and get some gold. Not that I'm having issues with gold right now. I need to read more of the books so I can know for sure. The only sorceress he's had in the books from what I've read so far is Yen. I haven't read a whole lot of them. Okay, as my... Guess it's back in my bag. Now, let's go find that enhancement and enhance our items. Over this way, I believe. True. I mean, you're sterile. There's no chance of any unhappy accidents. All right. Now we gotta go to Olgierd. Where did he say we were supposed to meet him? That's right, in Oxenfurt. So.
Blimey, those are some razors you've got. Kicking. Herring's got a turn and mix.
Empty herring barrel. Stinks of fish. What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Your band. Chosen some interesting specimens.
Interested? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks. Every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages. Others I gathered on the road. And a few found me themselves. They're company for drink and sport, at least. And ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
First time I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger. But my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel, in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everec, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Keep wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity, or nosiness as common as the clap?
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it. A mage helped you, right?
Give you a hint.
You're not the only one to fulfill wishes round here.
O'Dim transformed the Ophiri? It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. Oh, that's better. All right, what do you have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
The papers, where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as O'Dim himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
Dunno. Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
That's the second time he's made that mistake.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
His brother Ewald was worse.
Was?
Horst killed him with his own hands.
It's progress.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aimed to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets. And the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
This is why your choices matter. I should have killed Horst.
For the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. May they wither and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
Ha! Cheeky as ever. My family. They took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains.
Indeed, and that's what I like about this game, because it's all morally grey. It's fantastic.
But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune. And our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor. One from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern. Drank a round. A second. I brawled. Then had another tankard. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
What happened then?
What happened then, Witcher? was one big stinking pile of shite. You need something?
Nothing more, don't think. I'm off to entertain your brother.
Break a leg. Literally.
This is what I mean about, like, how Olgierd is an interesting character, because he seems like an asshole when you first meet him. Because, like, what you do is, you see a contract on a notice board, you go to him, he sends you to kill this monster in the sewers of Oxenfurt. You go to kill it, come to find out it's a cursed prince of Ophiri, and because it's a cursed prince of Ophiri and you end up killing him, the Ophiri king wants your head. So you get put on a boat to go to Ophiri to be executed. Gaunter Dim saves you from the boat just outside of Novigrad. And you go back to confront Olgierd to find out that he knew it was the Ophiri prince. He knew that you would be, that you would have your head, cleanly removed from your shoulders, as it were. So he basically had a bit of entertainment at your expense over this prince. So he comes off as an asshole, and as the story unwraps more and more, you start to feel pity for the character because he ends up being the victim in all this. And Gaunter Dim is the main nemesis of the expansion. I think it's brilliantly written. Like, this story, the first time I played through it, sucked me in. At first I thought it was just like, and then, as the twists, the plot twists came and, it became more and more interesting. It's like the main game, where in the sense that it, all the intrigue sucks you in.
But I won't plough you with me mouth.
Leave her alone.
Why's that? Want us to plough you? Is that it? Doable, but you'll have to hide that mug in a sec.
Piss off before I kick your asses.
We'll see who kicks whose ass. Get him, lads! Pound his gob! Yeah. Like it's spicy.
Where's the woman they were harassing? Hope I didn't kill her. That would kind of suck. But, at any rate, since I do not have nearly enough time, since I have to work early in the morning tomorrow, I do not nearly have enough time to do the other part of this quest. Let's see what our damage is right now. That's kind of low. It should be like 7,000. Why is it so low? Should be much higher than that. Oh, I have no adrenaline. That's probably why. Whatever. Oh, my toxicity is kind of low too. I wonder. What is it now? That's a bit more. Toxicity is 256 out of 267. I need to get it down to 252. $251. Now we should be able to. I just want to see if I can get it close to maximum. One from Alright, whatever. So, I'm going to... Oh, and, I don't know if you saw this epiphany, but, I have no Witcher contracts and no treasure hunts, because I did those earlier today. All that I have in the secondary is... Well, I have this alchemy one in Skellige that I just picked up on this, but, like, all the rest is, like, Gwent or fist fighting or horse racing, none of which I'm interested in, so we're just mainly on main quest lines at this point. All the completed quests, and I still only have the 2 failed quests. Alright, so let's save the game. And I am going to end the stream here, because all I wanted to do was just that one quest. I knew it was going to take a while, so I knew I didn't have enough time to do them both, so I'll have to do the other one another night. And from that, you'll have to do the 3rd task for Olgierd, which I will have to do yet another night, and that is actually even longer than these 2, so we will do that at some point. I might actually just do the party, entertaining his brother tomorrow night, and I think on Monday night I'll do the do some more with it. But thanks everyone for stopping by. Like, subscribe, all that. I will see you the next time I see you, and expect me to be playing some Far Cry 5 in the next few days. I bid you adieu. Have a good night, everyone.